very hard for them to give you some time, right? It's difficult, but once they open the door a little bit, you gotta go like really quick, easy, and see where they clinch, right? Kind of I got their attention. So I'm gonna go through this again then, okay? So by usually walking, I'm passing by. What are you doing today? We were just visiting a couple of dealers that they are already signed up with us. That usually kind of picks their brain of who that might be, right? And was just passing by. Want to see if you have a couple of minutes to show you a little bit about our program. If they say yes, like okay, like you gotta make it real quick, and you go like it's really simple. You just open this. Really simple. It's very easy to understand. So we only have four plans for every single vehicle out there, and we start from the very basic all the way to the factory type, which is the bumper to bumper, is the best coverage available for all the vehicles. Now, it all depends on the mileage and on the year of the vehicle. So let's start with this one, which is the factory type. This is the best coverage we offer. This is good for 6 years or vehicles up to 100,000 miles. And it covers pretty much everything, just like a car walking out of the franchise. So it's bumper to bumper, best coverage ever. The second plan we have, which is the deluxe coverage, goes from here all the way to the right. Easy. You don't have to learn all this. It's written here. If the customer asks you what it's covered, just tell them you can read this. That's easy. You don't have to mess with that. I'm not a mechanic myself. I always tell them that, and so you can always go to this list. Okay, this deluxe coverage is good for vehicles up to 10 years or 150,000 miles. Now, let's go to the basic ones. And the next one is a platinum drivetrain that covers from here all the way to the right. This is for vehicles for 20 years and 200,000 miles, and up to 200,000 miles. And the last one, which is the most basic coverage that we offer, we have no limit, neither on miles or years. So basically, with this, we can cover pretty much every single vehicle that you have on the lot. Now, of course, it will depend on the mileage and the year, and the vehicle will be eligible for any of these plans. You don't have to learn all this. The system will do it for you. So this is just for you, that you know that we have seen this thing available for you. If you have some time right now, we can go really quick and log into the website, and then I can show you how we can work this on the system. It's again really simple. Within 3 screens, you have a contract, and then if they say yes, then we go to that. Now, usually after we explain this, the next question is how much do you cover, right? So then you go, well, with these plans, these 2 plans being the best plans available that we have, if anything happens to that vehicle, we cover up to the JD Power retail value. Okay, on these 2 plans. Now for these other 2 plans, then we cover up to $5,000. Of course, it's for vehicles that are older, more mileage, higher mileage. So, but we still have some coverage. That's really sweet, right? Because we cover up to $5,000. If you sell a vehicle that needs $15,000 out there, we're covering pretty much 30% of the value of the vehicle. So, you have this. Now, if the dealer knows that we have the 3 and 3, and they ask for that, I usually don't tell them about that until I see if they're still not engaged in the plans. Then I go and tell them, well, and for you to know, we have something even better for you. You can advertise yourself that you can cover pretty much every vehicle out there, and you can actually include a basic program. You can include this program for every single vehicle. It's very affordable. It's for you to let your customers know that you have all the vehicles protected. Now, that plan is at 3 months or 3,000 miles, and we will cover up to $1,000. So I make sure they also understand that. What does I circle that? So JD Power, 5,000, and 3 $1,000. This is just for you to tell your customers that you at least have something, and they are not feeling like unprotected, right? This is more like marketing for you to say, oh, we have all these vehicles. You can place a sticker on every single vehicle out there saying the warranty is already included, but then you tell them, you're not selling the warranty. You're telling them, if anything happens to that vehicle, anything that is in the list, we will cover it up to $1,000. Do you like it? Yes. Okay. Now we can give you more coverage, and then of course the upselling. But then again, when they're offering the product, if the customer says no, you can always go back to, and then I tell them this to the dealer as well. Then if you tell any of these products to your customers, even if they say no, we always use this part of the brochure. That's the waiver of the service contract. Okay. Oh, you don't like? Okay, just please sign here that you don't want your vehicle to be protected. And usually they go like, what do you mean by that? Because they don't understand you when you start talking about it. Until you take something away from them, it's like when they go like, what did you say? What did you just say? Well, I told you we have these programs, but you don't want it, so why don't you just sign it here? And then that's kind of a reverse psychology, and then
Well, and it protects the dealer.
It protects the dealer as well.
That they at least did it, and a lot of F&I training in general is you do the same pitch to everybody.
Right.
So then there's no discrimination about, well, why did you tell Jen but you didn't tell Scott? They can eliminate all of that. So using this and teaching the folks at the dealership how to do this, and I love that point, that's why it's on here. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, you realize that you're leaving today, the vehicle you have that you're buying for your daughter is 8 years old, has 117,000 miles on it. We give you whatever the state mandate is, that could be 5 days, 7 days, 30 days, if there is anything. But after that, 100%, because you are buying a used car. It's usually not a matter of if, it's when the vehicle will break down. I need you to sign this as an acknowledgement that I made you aware of what we have available. And that way it protects the dealer too, that 2 months from now when they come back and there's some serious issue, well, remember our conversation, this is what we have, and I gave you this, and look, I have this in your folder. You signed the waiver that you did not want it. And it protects them as well.
even though most, I don't know, maybe all 50 states require on the law, like they say as is.
Yeah.
Even though it says as is on all 50 states, there's always legal issues out there. There's always.
Customer's always right.
If you protect yourself or you protect the dealer with this,
Right.
it's even better, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, even as is vehicle, the customer has to sign off on it.
Right.
But
They
they,
do.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. That's very true. Another piece of information here? I try to ask the dealer or find out if they do rebuild titles, right? Because we cover those, which is very unique. Very few, maybe like 2 more companies offer this. And then if they do, then I always ask them, and by the way, you work with rebuild titles, right? They go, yeah. Okay, we have something for those vehicles too. And they go like, really? Yeah, we do that. We offer this plan. This plan is for rebuild titles. The Lux program. This is the only plan for rebuild titles. That means that we will cover any vehicle up to 10 years or 15,000 or 150,000 miles. Only this plan. We don't do the factory or the powertrains.
Does it have a different rate card?
The same rate card. The only difference is if it's a rebuild title, we will cover up to $5,000. And I circled this.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday a little bit. I don't know if
It's not there.
on
Not there?
It's not there.
It's in the website where there's another checkbox.
Okay.
Like lifted vehicles, salvage
Yes,
title,
okay.
things like that. And then it'll just automatically put the surcharge on, and then what it prints would have the $5,000 limit of liability versus a J.D. Power retail.
There's no
that's normally-
surcharge.
There's no surcharge?
There's no surcharge
Oh,
on
so
it.
we just reduced
We
that.
just reduce
Okay.
the limit of liability. That's even better.
All right.
Yeah. So, but then you leave the customer with this information. It's a quick cheat sheet. Very, very easy to follow. 2 programs, J.D. Power, years. 2 programs, 5,000 years, no limit. 1 month, 3, 1,000, rebuild, 5,000. That's it. That's all you need to know. Literally. and then they go back to the site, and then the system will only show the plans available for that specific vehicle. So we don't even have to learn all of this. But this makes it easier to them. Okay.
Yep.
Any question here?
Nope, good. Good.
All right. So the way I present this, and I ask for a bid. They usually, and when I ask for a bid, they usually go to, let's say, dealer center, right? And that's once they go to dealer center, then my next topic would be integration with dealer center. We'll make it happen like this quick. So let's find a VIN number here.
What are some of the other CRMs that independents use?
I don't have those names on top of my mind. Fraser.
Yeah, Fraser's
They
one
do
I've heard
Fraser a lot, but I mean, I literally pretty much everybody that I've seen out there, like 90%, it's a dealer center. Dealer center is owned by Westlake, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna find there's a page. It's called VIN Generator that I suggest for you to use.
VIN generator?
Yes. I don't know if it's org or
Yeah.
org. It's actually, I don't know if it's this one. Yeah. Okay, I like this page. There's another one that it's called Random VIN and things like that. But this one, I like this one because then you can generate the VIN by any year. So you can choose any VIN if you want to present like an old, very old vehicle to show them that we cover any vehicles. You can do it here. I'm gonna do, let's say, in this case, I'm gonna do a 2023, and then you can pick the brand too. You can pick, like, give me a, I don't know, a Dodge. Any model, let's do a Durango. So I have the 2023 Durango. Copy. I go back, and I have my VIN here. Mileage, I'm gonna do 48,000. Okay. Then I explain about what the DRC is, the dealer reference code. I explain what it is, but I tell them not to write anything. I tell them this is where you put the profit. For now, we're just gonna leave it blank for you to see the real cost. And from there, you can now play with the numbers, right? And I usually tell them that because even though there is a rate card, and I mean, if you just follow the rate card, we might skip some surcharges that are hard to find on the rate card, right? So I'd rather do it here than on the rate card. Because, here. No worries, you'll see how easy it's to go back to the system.
Good recovery.
Good recovery. You see that? Look, I'm right back to where I was.
See? I even remember how many miles. So I just click submit, and it will decode the VIN, right? Now see, this is a 4x4. If we go just straight with the rate card, then who knows every single vehicle out there? No
Right.
one, right? And all the surcharges, no one. So that's a perfect example when I tell them, okay, we decode the VIN, and anything that it is included on this side, it will populate directly from the VIN. There's only two things that you need to let us know that we don't know or the VIN number includes, which is the Savage title here, or if it's a lifted truck. Anything else will populate directly from VIN. Okay, so this is a perfect example. So then, again, oh, did you say you have rebuild titles? Yes. Okay, here it is. Or if you do the clean title, just go up here. Let's do clean title now. And continue.
Yeah, in the middle of the checkbox.
are you doing with me?
No.
We lose connection?
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So now, this screen will be showing you the selling price. So you can, if you want, you can flip the screen so you can have the customer see and pick what's available. But in this case, it's gonna be the cost because we didn't add any profit, right? That's what you tell the dealer. So, but that screen is for the customer to see the selling price. Now, this vehicle. as
Does
you know,
that, excuse me,
Yes.
the plan cost, that doesn't include any of the pack, or does it?
It will if they ask for the pack.
If they did the rebate form and two people wanted $100, it would be shown in the plan cost. But being Jesus didn't put anything in that dealer reference code, there's no profit for the F&I people to get a percentage of. So remember yesterday where we talked, here's our ASC wholesale, if we had a rebate or an over remit where two people each get $100,
Right.
instead of 1,000, the base is now 1,200.
Right.
This would be showing the 1,200 unless they put something in that dealer reference code box.
Got it.
So anything that's hard coded would show here. but
Correct.
Just if they added $50 there,
Yes.
it would just go up $50.
Yep.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. So now this vehicle, 2023, 48,000 miles, pretty much every single plan qualifies. This car qualifies for every plan. So it goes all the way from factory type here, all the way down to the drivetrain. Okay? Now,
So show all those examples, Jesus. One thing that you want to be careful of, again, is thinking a little bit like the dealer. As a consumer, I would look at it and say, well, I want this 8-year, 120,000 mile program. That's the best coverage available. But to the dealer, they don't like that. They want the trade cycle every 2 to 3 years. Well, why have them pay $2,300 when, again, we could do a 6-year, 75,000, save $600, but then there's also a faster end date. Or if you know the customer, it's a repeat customer, every 3 years they're in like clockwork, why do anything longer than a 36-month term? Go to match their trade habit, but also for the dealer, don't kick it out so long where the vehicle's protected. You want a reason to follow up with them. They can track this, see when plans are expiring, and use it as a reason to start calling. Hey Zeus, hey, remember that GMC Sierra I sold you a few years ago? Your service contract's coming up, we should probably get you in and get you a new vehicle. So don't automatically assume you go max term, max mileage. Because for the dealer, they want the trade cycle, they want to bring it back as often as you can.
very true.
And it brings the cost down a little bit to give them room to either make more money or make it more affordable to the customer
true.
to
Very
improve your
true.
percentages.
That's called there's a term in marketing, right? Obsolete, program